Alright, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
Waalaikumsalam.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
20 kilo.
So tonight we are going to start the corporate finance class. In this first chapter, we are talking about introduction to corporate finance. The objectives of this study, this chapter, is for you to know the basic types of financial management decision and the role of the finance manager.
Recording in progress.
And also you understand the financial implication of the different form of business organization and know the goal of the financial management and understand the conflict of interest, the agency problem, and various types of financial market. So there is in corporate finance, there will always questions like what investment should the firm take on? There are a lot of investment options, alternatives, but which investment should the firm take on? And also the question will be like how to finance this investment. If you choose one investment model, and how to finance the investment. That is the question for you as the finance manager. And question number 3 will be, how do you manage the day-to-day financial activities of the firm? The operational financial activities of the firm. These 3 questions will be the most asked questions to you as finance manager. So, what are the job description of financial manager? They work usually like cash management. Yeah. Cash management is to ensure that there is enough cash in the petty cash so that the company can pay for the invoices that is due date anytime. The company can pay for the necessary expenses. Yeah. The company can pay for the salary. So cash management is under the supervision of finance manager. And then credit management. In credit management, finance manager is responsible to find a way to finance its investment. If you want to buy factory, you want to buy machinery, you need money. And the finance manager is responsible to get the financing help, such as from the bank. So the finance manager must apply for a credit to the bank. And also finance manager need to handle all the expenditures. You need to pay daily expenditures such as rent, electricity, water, rent, the building rent, blah blah blah,
Service
capital
charge, sinking fund.
expenditures, and financial planning to forecast the cash flow of the company, to forecast the cash flow 5 years from now, in order where you must make assumption of what is gonna happen in the future that will influence your cash flow. And then finance manager also working as a controller. So you maybe you see your friend name card. The name is controller. Financial controller. What is that? They are responsible to oversee the taxes. They are responsible for the cost accounting, financial accounting, in order to create the financial statements. So that is the job description of financial manager. And the finance manager need to make decision, the financial management decision. In order to make a decision, you as a finance manager must have methods. We have to have methods before we come to decision. Any decision, you need methods. When you decide what long-term investment or project that the business should take on, what is the method? The method is using capital budgeting. So we need to have methods for our decision. If you don't have methods and you decide, then it is only judgment, wangsit, or omon-omon. Yeah, we need to have methods. And then, so that is the methods to find which project that you should take on or you should prioritize. Why we need to select the most profitable project among all those options of projects? Because we have what we call scarcity of capital. We only have scarcity of money. We have scarcity of resources. In other words, you don't have enough money. That's why we need to identify which project give the utmost profit, the utmost result, using the method of capital budgeting. And then capital structure. How should we pay our investment project? There is two options, whether using debt or equity, or debt and equity. So there will be, maybe you use debt only, equity only, or both debt and equity. That's why capital structure is important, because in capital structure there is weight of debt and weight of equity. If it is 40-60, then 40% by liabilities or debt and 60% by equity. Both finance the project. Debt using credit from the bank, equity by issuing stocks of the company, going public. How to make the decision? By defining how big is the debt and how big is the equity if you use both. Or if you use debt only 100% or equity only 100%. That is the methods using capital structure. And financial management decision number 3 is working capital management. How do we manage day-to-day finances of the firm? Yeah. So we use what we call working capital management methods. So far so good. Any questions? Questions? No questions?
Izin Bapak,
Yes.
izin Pak.
Yes, in English.
Saya belum ada pertanyaan, tapi saya ada kendala di bahasa, Pak.
Yes, what is your problem?
The problem is my English is not really good. So I don't 100% understand that Bapak
Yeah, but
talking
you
about.
can read the typing, isn't it? I just read it. Do you understand what I read?
Not 100%, Pak.
Yeah, so yeah, that is your problem, Permas. Not my problem. Yeah.
Oke, Pak.
So face your own problem. That is not my problem. So I speak no bahasa. I speak English only in teaching. If you don't speak English, that's your problem. Araso.
So,
Araso.
araso,
Okay.
araso, yo.
We can speak Korean, we speak Japanese, we speak Arabic, we speak English, except bahasa. Bahasa is not accepted in this class. We talk anything but bahasa. Okay?
Oke, Pak.
Cool.
Cool.
Okay. So, I continue. So there is form of business organization, yeah, such as sole proprietorship, partnership, and corporation. What is sole proprietorship? Sole proprietorship is a company with a single individual as owner. I have my own company, single individual as owner. I create my own company, name G2 Data Consulting. Yeah, and then because what, it is easy to start, less regulated, single owner can keep all the profit. If I make money, that's for me. Yeah, no need to share with other people. And the second one is partnership. Partnership is a form of business organization where two or more individuals own the company or two or more entities own the company. That is partnership. And the third one is corporation. Corporation is a legal entity that separate its owner with the company. So when the company have problem, that is company problem, not the owner problem. For the sole proprietorship, if the company having financial distress, the creditor can claim the asset of the owner. But in corporation, the creditor cannot claim the asset of the owner. So the goal of this topic, the goal of financial management is maximize the profit of the corporation. We are in the corporate finance, yeah. So the goal of financial management is to maximize the profit of the organization. How do you do that? Maximize the profit. How to maximize the profit? We can do many things, such as conducting segmentation, identify the right target segment, if it is individual customer, in order for us to maximize the profit. So when you are targeting the right customer, they buy. If you are targeting the wrong segment, they don't buy. So how to maximize profit? Yeah, identify your target segment. And then give the value proposition or give the offer to the right target segmentation. How to minimize the cost? Many things. You can do, oops, sorry, not yet click, already. Okay, charging, okay, already, okay. So how to minimize the cost? We minimize the cost by, let's say, conducting paperless, so we don't need to buy paper anymore. So the company or the factory do not have to cut the trees, make paper. No, so we could do paperless, less money, less cost. Or we don't buy car, we rent only to minimize the cost. Yeah. So many activities that we do that enable us to minimize the cost. Number 3, how to maximize the market share. How to maximize the market share? Yeah, many ways to maximize the market share, such as market share. Yeah, who want to answer? Bagas? How to maximize the market share, Bagas?
Yes, sir.
How?
Maximize the market, sir.
Yes. How to? Just now
Okay,
you.
so
Yeah.
yeah, in my opinion, to a company or corporation to maximize the market share is to able to product differentiation or competitive pricing, sir. So that the company will be able to maximize the market share. Like no to deeper to product of the company. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's
you make sense. Product differentiation, not product. Yeah, product. You create product. Create. Economic of scope, creating more products. Yeah, creating more products. Yeah, where the customer can convert to you from the competitor. Cool.
Yep.
And also you can do merger, maximize the market share. You merge, you make partnership with other company, and then you become stronger.
Yeah. Okay.
And also the goal is to maximize the value of the stocks. How to? Anybody? Any idea? How to maximize the value of the stock? Who has any idea? Just shoot. Just shoot. No need to think in Indonesia. Think in English. Speak in English. How to maximize the value of the stocks? Yeah, you
Can
can.
I answer,
Yes.
sir?
Who that?
What?
Yes, Stephen.
Okay, my opinion. How do you maximize the value of the stock? At its most a basic level, and then maximizing profit and the ultimate stock price depend on increasing revenues and decreasing costs associated with the product or service sold. This is my opinion, maybe, sir.
Increasing revenues. Yeah, when revenue increase, the bottom line also increase. Yeah. So what I mean with bottom line is net income. So net income will increase. So when net income increase, so the value of the stock increase. Also, you pay dividends. If you don't pay dividends, your stock will decrease. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
All right. Cool. And then, yeah, this one is only. Next is, what is agency problem? Agency problem is the situation where the agency and the agent has a problem. Agency is what we call the company, the principal, yeah, principal or the owner of the company is the agency, and the manager is the agent. Agency problem happen because the agency, the manager or the agent do not follow the expectation of the agency. So let's say the agency wants to increase the sales by 50%. The manager want to increase only 10%. So there is conflict of interest between the agency and the manager or the agent. Yeah. So the principal hire an agent to represent his or her interest. They hire manager to run the company. The problem happen when there is conflict of interest between principal and the agent. Yeah. So where the objectives is not aligned between both of them. That's why the agency create managerial compensation in order to make sure that the agent focus to achieve their target. So they create incentives, yeah, to make sure that the manager achieve the goals that they decide. And the way to control the manager also by the threat of takeover from the competitor. Yeah, there is a threat of takeover from the competitor, so that the manager will focus, yeah, for a better result. Okay, so that is the topics, yeah, on the chapter number 1, Introduction to Corporate Finance. We talk about the definition of corporate finance and what is the objectives of the corporate finance. Any questions so far? All good? Capisce? In Italian, capis means do you understand? If you understand, we reply with pronto. Capisce?
Pronto.
Sir,
Yes.
uh,
Edward, 3.
oh yeah. from the slide corporate finance, it divided into three. Can you please give me an example from the each part? For example, how will we manage the everyday financial activities of the firm? Can you explain what the everyday financial?
Okay. Just only the day to day, or
No, all of them, the three of them.
ah,
I mean to help me understand the meaning of the slides.
okay, Sri.
Thank you, Pak.
What long-term investment? What kind of investment do you have in mind? What is your company, Sri?
Pardon, sir?
What is your company?
My company is an asset management. They manage the NPL, non-performing
Asset
loan.
management. What is the name of the company?
PT Karya Investama Perkasa, sir.
Okay.
Like we buy the apa ya itu tadi?
Buy the company.
No. We buy a non-performing loan from the bank, and then
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
we can,
like that, sir.
We can do that. Okay. So there is options to buy NPL for BTN, to buy NPL from Mandiri, to buy NPL from Niaga. That is project, isn't it? You buy. Which project should you take on? Which NPL you should take on? Is it the BTN or Mandiri or Niaga? That is the example. Because you have scarcity of capital. You don't have enough money. You can only buy one. You cannot buy all of the NPL from all of the companies, isn't it? You can only select one or two, not from all company you buy. Cannot. You don't have that money yet. And then capital structure. In order to pay for the BTN, you need to finance yourself. Yeah. Maybe you don't have enough money. Let's say 20% you have, 80% you need to finance your project to buy the NPL. You can do it from another debt, yeah, from your company to your financing company, maybe in Saudi or in Dubai, yeah, or Bank of Tokyo, blah blah blah. Or maybe you can do it using the equity. Yeah, you issue stocks by IPO, initial public offering. You can do it by debt only, or you can do it by stocks only, issuing stocks. Or you can do both of them by getting loans or bonds, and also by issuing stocks to buy the NPL from Niaga. And for working capital management, so every day we issue invoice, we receive invoice, isn't it? So we need to ensure that these invoice get paid. And we need to ensure that the money from our issued invoice get collected. Yeah, we can collect the money and we can pay the obligation. That is managing day-to-day financial activities of the firm.
Okay,
Wakarimasu, Sri?
So the capital budgeting is how we choose a project. If we have three candidates, how we choose one from three of them. And then the capital structure is how we can buy how we can get money to buy
That
that
project.
NPL,
No.
the project, I mean.
Yeah.
Okay, and the working capital management is how we how we pay our day-to-day expenses.
Not only pay, but also collect the money.
Pay and collect.
Yeah, so you have the payable and receivable, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
AP and AR. Account payable and account receivable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool.
Thank you, Pak.
All right. Any other question on chapter number 1? Wakarimasu ka, minasan? Minasan, wakarimasu ka? If you understand, you say wakarimasu. If you understand only a small portion, sukoshi wakarimasu. If you totally don't understand, zen wakarimasen. Wakarimasu ka, minasan?
Sukoshi, sir.
Sukoshi. Kawaiso ne. Kawaiso, Novita.
I'm not understand, sir.
Zen wakarimasen ka, Steven?
What is this, sir?
Zen wakarimasen ka?
I think no.
Yeah, zen wakarimasen mean you 100% don't understand.
Oh.
Zen ka, Steven?
Understand.
No, zen or sukoshi?
Zen.
Zen wakarimasen.
No. What to say? Sorry.
If zen means you don't understand at all, 100% you don't understand zen wakarimasen. If you understand only a little, sukoshi wakarimasen. Sukoshi wakarimasu. If you understand, wakarimasu.
Wakarimasu.
Oh, wakarimasu. Good. Alright, if no question, we continue to chapter 2.
Can say.
Yes?
Sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
I have one question about, I slightly confused about the financial management decision, the second point, where the capital structure is should we use debt or equity? Debt is the loan, right?
So what is the
And
question?
equity, this is the, yeah. And equity word is the first time I hear. So what does that mean? Equity is.
So we learn that in the next chapter.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay. Alright, cool.
Okay. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, wait a second. I prepare for the chapter number 2.